Welcome back to another Giffgaff refurbished video. I've unboxed a few refurbished phones from Giffgaff in the past, but this one is actually for me because I currently use an iPhone 14 Pro Max. I've had it basically since launch, but the battery health is now at 74%. And so I thought, okay, instead of getting an iPhone 17 Pro Max, which is £1,200, why not go refurbished? I can get the 16 Pro Max, which is in this box, for £629. Now it's in good condition, which I believe means there should be fair signs of use and above 80% battery health, but I've heard that people have been getting much better conditioned devices, and so I thought I'd take the gamble. Let's dive in, but I will take this wrapper off because it has my address on the other side. And let's get into it. I'm pretty nervous because I'm just hoping I got a good deal. But as you can see, there's not much padding. Last time, okay, they didn't really pad the box, like the phone was just in there shuffling around. So I'm gonna open it carefully just so I don't scratch it. Was the first time checking out 16 Pro or Pro Max. I haven't really seen these devices, apart from maybe Apple Store visits. Okay, take this out slowly. Right, there it is. Okay. Natural titanium. It's got oh, okay, so it has got some protection. Very cold. The sides look fine. But let's take off this blue wrapper and see. Okay. Are there any marks? There's one mark on the... Okay, there's a few marks on the camera. That's fine. Screen, I need to wipe down, but looks fine on the offset. I don't mind about... Like, there are a few little marks on the camera, but that's fine. Screen, I need to wipe it down, but it looks fine as well. It's very cold. It's been in storage for a long time, it seems. Okay, let's power this on. I want to see the battery health. That's very important because I'm upgrading to a new phone because the battery health on my old iPhone 14 Pro Max is weak. So hopefully this has... I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping 95%. Above that would be fine by me. Anyway, we also get in the box a braided cable. That's pretty nice. Also has iOS 26. Wow. Okay, braided cable and SIM pin. That's pretty cool. Is it SIM pin? No, SIM ejector. But anyway, same contents you get in an actual box, by the way. Let's wipe it down. Let's actually wipe it down and give it a proper look. Okay. Okay, the camera stuff actually just might be... Okay, there's one small mark. It's very small. That's fine. Wiping the screen down. That looks spotless. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so far the condition is great. Okay. Please, the battery health. Okay, I'm gonna go through the setup really quickly because I'm just gonna check the battery health and see how things are. Also, I do want to do a diagnostics check and see if anything's been replaced. I believe with the iPhone 16 series, I can actually check that in settings. By the way, first time using a titanium iPhone, it feels very nice in the hand, and it is a bit lighter than my my 14 Pro Max. Okay, I'm just gonna do everything later. Can I do everything later? Oh, I have to connect. Okay, let me connect and I'll be back. Okay, dock. Okay, OLED display works amazing. Okay, cool. Okay, Apple Intelligence. Oh yeah, I have Apple Intelligence now because camera control, I don't care. Not now. I'll reset this phone most likely because I just want to see the battery health. Okay, Mono Truth, guys. I'm going into battery. 92%. Okay, not bad, not bad. I definitely wanted a bit more, but because the condition of this phone is so good, I'm fine with that. 92%. I'll see how the battery life is overall, but if the battery life is fine, I probably will keep it because the condition is just so good. I'm assuming the battery life should still be better than my 14 Pro Max. And at the end of the day, I spent £629 on this, so yeah, honestly, for this price, I'm pretty chuffed with this. I won't lie, I'm a bit jelly, or I wanted a bit better battery health, but the condition was what I was most worried about. I wanted the condition to be good because any condition stuff, that would kind of bother me on a day-to-day basis. Battery, I can replace. Ultimately, if I replace the battery when this drops below 80%, it will still be cheaper than buying a new 17 Pro Max because it was such a good deal. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty chuffed with this. I will be testing the battery life and getting back to you guys and telling you if it's good. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. 92%, that's fine. Right, so it's now been a few days of living with this refurbished iPhone 16 Pro Max as my main device, and I've got to admit, I'm mostly impressed. Remember those tiny marks on the camera that I thought were blemishes on the device? Yeah, that turned out to be dirt, literal dirt. One proper wipe and they were gone. And hey, while you're here, tap subscribe and hit the new hype button. It genuinely helps a small channel like mine more than you think. So yeah, honestly, this condition is flawless. Giffgaff really delivered on what they promised here. They call this good condition, but whoever wrote that label has clearly never seen an actual good condition phone, because this is sitting somewhere between very good and did Apple secretly refurbish this themselves? But you might be wondering, why did I say mostly impressed? Well, here's where things get interesting. As someone who practically lives on hot UK deals, like genuinely I scroll that more than Instagram, I know people who have been receiving these with 100% battery health and around 100 cycles, and that's where my dilemma begins. This one, 92%. Not awful, not tragic, not why have you done this to me levels, but definitely not 100% fresh out of the box energy either. The battery life so far has been decent, like absolutely fine day to day, but I definitely expected a little more oomph from a device like this. Though to be fair, it's only been a few days, so it might settle in and get better. Still, I can't pretend I wouldn't love for this thing to have turned up with at least 96 or 97% battery health, just something to mentally trick myself into thinking I've cheated the system. So now I'm split. I could keep this phone because again, condition wise, it's a banger, and then just replace the battery through Apple. Apparently they'll swap it even if it's above 90%, as long as you're willing to pay £105 for the battery replacement. If I did that, the total comes to £734, which is miles cheaper than a 17 Pro Max, and still cheaper than a very good condition iPhone 16 Pro Max off Giffgaff. Or I could return this one and roll the dice. Order another refurbished 16 Pro Max from Giffgaff and hope, pray, manifest, whatever it takes, that I end up with one of those unicorn units with 100% health at £629. But that is a gamble. I could quite easily get a device that has a worse battery inside and more scratches. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Should I let go of this pristine 16 Pro Max just in the hope I get a phone with a newer battery inside? Either way, my experience with Giffgaff has been great. I've purchased 3 devices from them and now all 3 have basically turned out as I expected. Yes, the battery in this could be better, but at the end of the day, they promised a good condition device. And well, this definitely fits that criteria. The device is flawless and the battery health is above 80%. And as for the other devices, the iPhone 13 I got was a bit worse condition-wise and had 91% battery health, but that was also an older device. I got that this year and the 13 came out in 2021, so yeah, it's a bit older, so a worse condition is expected, but still, it was very much good condition. And the iPhone SE 3 I got in like new condition was truly like new. Now, I couldn't check the cycles on that because only the iPhone 15 and above support the ability to check cycles natively on the device, but the condition was flawless and also had 100% battery health. So yeah, I've been pretty happy with Giffgaff so far. So you guys, tell me in the comments, what should I do here? Stick with the flawless but slightly tied battery, or send it back and play Giffgaff roulette? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and hype the video. It really helps push this out to more people.